Namaskar and hello everyone. Welcome to this lecture on the safety requirements for battery energy storage systems in India. This is all about me. I am Dr. Vipin Kumar, Senior Deputy Director at the Government of India. At the outset, it is to declare that the views expressed are personal and in no way do they represent the view of the government. So this is the overview of the lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the relevant CA regulation, which includes the safety requirements for battery energy storage systems. Thereafter, we will discuss the provisions in the regulation. So the regulation basically covers some basic definitions related to battery energy storage systems. Thereafter, it gives detailed requirements for the safety for battery energy storage systems. So, CA has recently notified the amendment regulations to the measures relating to safety and electric supply. So basically, the regulation is Central Electricity Authority Measures Relating to Safety and Electric Supply Amendment Regulations 2026. It has been notified on 27th March 2026, and it also states that these regulations will be effective from 1st April 2027. Now we will look into the provisions of the regulation. So the regulation starts with defining certain basic terms for a battery energy storage system. Like a battery energy storage system is a stationary system connected to electricity system, which is used to store electric energy by means of electrochemical materials. It typically includes batteries, power conversion system, and battery management system. Now, a battery management system is a system which controls the batteries in order to obtain safe operation. It also balances the energy of batteries and monitors their status. Then we have the definition of power conversion system. It is an integrated system of inverters, rectifiers, controllers, and associated power electronic systems which converts direct current power stored in battery to alternating current power for injecting into the electricity system while discharging and vice versa for charging. Then we have walk-in units or system, which are basically a prefabricated building that contains battery energy storage systems, and it also includes doors that provide walk-in access for the personnel. After the definitions, the regulations give detailed provisions for different components of the battery energy storage systems, the safety requirements thereof. So first it gives provisions for battery container. So the battery energy storage systems container that shall have explosion protection as well as heating, ventilation, air conditioning and cooling systems. There shall also be a forced ventilation system and automated levers for safe release of the flammable gases and also to maintain internal pressure within safe limits. In the event of mechanical ventilation failure, the system shall initiate a shutdown to maintain the concentration of flammable materials in the battery container within safe limits. Now, if you are having any doubts with respect to any of these, please give that in the comment section. I will try to address that. Thereafter, the regulation states that the equipment location, a minimum space separation shall be provided for adjacent BESS enclosures as well as between the BESS enclosures and the nearest building as per the relevant standards. Now, the list of relevant standards shall be notified separately by the Central Electricity Authority. Then there should be detection systems and it should be available for smoke, gas, heat, and the same shall be monitored. So it is important to note that there shall be at least three detection systems for smoke, gas, and heat. Thereafter, the regulation states to have fire suppression system. The battery container shall be provided with automatic fire suppression system. These shall be installed and protected from unauthorized access while ensuring ease of accessibility for inspection and maintenance. Then electrolyte spill. In case batteries are having acid or basic aqueous electrolytes in liquid form, then the electrolyte spill shall be contained as per the relevant standards. Then we have safety requirements for security systems. The BESS installation shall be protected by fencing not less than 1.5 meter in height. There shall be installation of CCTV, motion or brake glass sensors, alarm sets, and they shall be connected to a monitoring and response system and shall be provided at appropriate locations. Then lighting and signage, a separate emergency source of lighting with automatic initiation in enclosed working spaces shall be provided. Location and specification of lighting and signage shall support safe access and navigation. Thereafter, there shall be a provision of emergency stops. In case a safety issue or battery anomaly is detected, the affected section of BESS shall automatically shut down within preset period as per original equipment manufacturer's specifications. Then manual emergency stop buttons or switches or mechanisms shall also be provided at easily accessible and visible locations. There shall also be earthing provisions as per the relevant standard. Then for any new technology related to BESS, the technical specification may be issued by the Central Electricity Authority through a separate order. Then the list of relevant standards shall be issued by the Central Electricity Authority through a separate order. Then there is also a provision of an independent third-party fire safety audit of BESS as provided in the standard operating procedure to be issued by the authority. The BESS owner shall submit the above fire safety audit report to the electrical inspector at the time of inspection. The appropriate government shall ensure that fire safety officials are trained to address fire risk specific to BESS. Directorate General of Fire Services shall issue guidelines for such training within a period of 3 months from the date of commencement of these regulations. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Please share it with the relevant stakeholders if you find it useful in any terms, and you can give your queries and suggestions in the comment box. I will try to address that. Thanks a lot.